Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Jamie Smith. I am a student here at Columbia International University. It's a Bible college, and my major is youth ministry. Very excited to be here. I'm gonna start doing a weekly video devotion on here, and hopefully, I can get some of the other guys here at CIU involved. But uh, I've tried this a bunch of times and it hasn't been uploaded on YouTube, right? So I gotta cut it short to keep going. But basically, I go to Willow Ridge Church in Columbia, South Carolina, and I was posting a lot of our funny videos that we do because we do a lot of funny videos, and I thought, well, this new laptop I have has a webcam. I can totally do a video devotion and let you whoever you may be, whether you're a student at Willow Ridge or you're just somebody I don't even know yet, uh, I figured I could do this for your viewing pleasure. So I'm going to do a weekly devotion, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Like I said, my name is Jamie Smith. My YouTube thing is WRSM Jamie, and you can check out our videos. I'm going to post my email. You can email me with any prayer requests or just questions. I'll post it up, but it's jamiethemetalminister@hotmail.com. Anyway, this devotion I am going to do is in Judges 16, verses 23 through 30. It's about Samson, and if you don't know Samson, Samson is he's like a Superman in the Bible, and really, when he's born, God blesses him with just this super strength, and like he's basically Superman in the Bible. And but the trick is, every superhero has a weakness, and Samson was his hair. God blessed his hair. So if anyone were to shave Samson's head, then he would lose his strength. So long story short, he kills a bunch of people, a bunch of enemies of God, and he meets this woman Delilah, and he gets cocky and arrogant and overconfident, and Delilah ends up being a sort of curse to him, because what happens is she finds this out because she wants money or something, and she tells the Philistines, which are the enemies of God as a country or a nation, that were the enemies of God back then. They worshipped a god called Dagon, which is a false god and not even real. But they worshipped Dagon, and she sold Samson out to them, to the Philistines. And so they captured him, they shaved his head, and he got weak, and they gouged out his eyes, which basically he had no eyes, which is not fun. So I'm gonna read what happens real quick, then I'm gonna tell you what I feel God's putting on my heart in this. So Judges 16 verses 23 through 30. Now the rulers of the Philistines assembled to offer a great sacrifice to Dagon their god, and to celebrate, saying, "Our God has delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hands." When the people saw him, they praised their God, saying, "Our God has delivered our enemy into our hands, the one who laid waste our land and multiplied our slain." While they were in high spirits, they shouted, "Bring out Samson to entertain us." So they called Samson out of the prison, and he performed for them. When they stood him among the pillars, Samson said to the servant who held his hand, "Put me where I can feel the pillars that support the temple, so that I may lean against them." Now the temple was crowded with men and women, and all the rulers of the Philistines were there, and on the roof there were about 3,000 men and women watching Samson perform. Then Samson prayed to the Lord, "O sovereign God, remember me. O God, please strengthen me this once more, and let me with one blow get revenge on the Philistines for my 2 eyes." Then Samson reached toward the 2 central pillars on which the temple stood. Bracing himself against them, his right hand on the one and his left on the other, Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple on the rulers and all the people in it. Thus he killed many more when he died than while he lived. Now what that says to me is, I'm going to read verse 26 again. Samson said to the servant who held his hand, "Put me where I can feel the pillars that support the temple, so that I may lean against them." Now here's Samson, this huge character in the Bible, a hero, if you will, and he he's asking for help from somebody that the Bible doesn't even mention by name. It just says a servant. So someone so insignificant, this big man is asking for help. Now, the moral of this passage for me is that we cannot do anything alone. That we have to rely on others, but first and foremost, we need to rely on God. Um, he realizes through his arrogance, he's like, I'm not all powerful. I'm not the man I thought I was. I thought I was awesome. I thought I was unstoppable. But God showed him that was not true. So what so he prayed to God, and he fully believed that he had no power, that God was the one giving him power, and he realized, and he asked God for help. And what we need to do is, when we're struggling, we need to realize that we need to ask God for help, and fully believe that we can't do anything without Him. And when we're on top of the world, when we feel like we're on top of life, we we can't accredit the success to us. We have to accredit it to God, because it's not like, man, I'm awesome. It's God working in your life, and we can't do anything alone. So and God may provide someone to help you, like God provided the servant for Samson. So um, because Samson realized this, he says, "Listen, God, I want to do your work. I want to kill your enemies, and I want to die with them because of how I treated you." And God says, "You've got a deal, buddy." And so Samson prays that, and God grants his wish, and um, Samson Samson dies along with a ton of people, more people than he killed during his life, which is a lot. So big takeaway from this is you can't do anything alone. Nobody can. And when we do need help, ask God first. That's all I got this week. My name is Jamie Smith. jamiethemetalminister at hotmail.com if you have any prayer requests or questions, and I'll post that up. And tune in next week. Thanks.